Online Trading Academy. Always good to have Josh with us, and we are here every Friday from noon to 1. Check out the website, investwithota.com. Their number, I know we've said you can text investing to 210-210 for your 2 free tickets, but if you've got a question, give them a call, 888-682-6466. All right, Josh, for the break, talked about Online Trading Academy, and this isn't just something where you've got a couple of schools around. This is worldwide Online Trading Academy.
Yeah, we actually are a world leader in trader and investor education. We have several locations all across the world, most major cities in the U.S. I handle a lot with the one here locally in Denver, but I also do a lot with Minneapolis as well. And what's really cool about that is we can kind of collaborate with a lot of support for our students. So we train people how to trade and invest. And it's not just trading and investing. This is financial education is really something you can use for all aspects of your life.
Sure.
Whether it's your travel or buying a home. When's the right time to buy a home based on mortgage rates and stuff like that. That can actually help you with that. So we don't just train people how to trade and invest. It's financial education, and kind of for some of the things that we've been talking about. For freedom or having more choices on what you want to do with your life. So it's a wide range of education for our students, and it's not just the stock market. It's options, futures, Forex, cryptocurrency. We have education and content on all of them, and that's one of the great things about Online Trading Academy. It's not a one-stop shop.
Right.
It's for anybody that has short-term income goals, like we talked about in the first segment, longer-term wealth goals, which would be like 401k, IRA strategies and stuff like that, which we'll probably talk about here shortly. But we have education on all that stuff. So if you're, looking to get in the market with either one of those, just come into one of these investing classes we've been giving away tickets to, and just see what it's all about. And I think that's one of the great things about this free class that a lot of people have been texting in about, is just to see what it's about.
Sure.
And see how, what you might be able to do for your future.
Right. And, when we say who's it for, when I say all walks of life, I don't know how to say it different, but you see all ages, you see male, female, you see the professional type people, you see the homemaker. It's quite the gamut.
It is, yeah. It's everybody. Professions. It's everything. Construction people, doctors, lawyers, nurses, car salesmen. A lot of real estate people coming in right now. Mm-hmm. Real estate has changed over the past 6 months or so,
sure has.
or 9 months, or we're in October now, so 10 months now, and we're seeing a lot of real estate people coming in and saying, "Hey, things were great, but my income has been cut in half." So they're looking for strategies for income now, right? So, and also age groups too. I actually have a student in the class right now. He's 12 years old, and that's a great thing. Is his dad brought him in because he was actually interested in the market, which is phenomenal. But really having that parent and actually taking that initiative to bring him to class was key. So that's pretty cool, and starting people in that journey at 12 years old. I see some people in their 90s as well. So that's the great thing, is that, if you have the desire, age doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. If you're listening right now and you're in your 50s or even 60s, you barely cross halftime. You're at the 50-yard line for our football players, right? You're at the 50-yard line. You got another 50 yards to go. Why not learn skills in how to trade and invest now to have a better future? Sometimes people say, I'm getting old, it's too late. And, I was actually having a conversation, just to get off topic here for a little bit, but with a friend, we were talking about, the over-to-the-hill parties. That was 40 years old for, 15 or 20 years ago. That 40 years old was old.
Sure.
Now 40 years old, that's young.
I know.
And so you're just, 56, you're crossing halftime. Why not learn the skills and techniques now? That way you can have a better financial future.
Yeah. And you can do that by just simply text the word investing to 210-210 for 2 free tickets to an upcoming class. And again, you can check out the website, investwithota.com. Several days of classes, daytime, evenings, all that. They'll work that out with you. One thing I want to mention too, you mentioned cryptocurrency, and I want to say this. This isn't something where Online Trading Academy came on the scene and then you had these patented methods for 15 years ago. You guys stayed current with everything. And so I think that's another important point to bring out is, I
Mhm.
mean, you're live today here on this show and looking at real-time things, and this cryptocurrency is playing a big part in that.
It really is, and that's one of the great things about Online Trading Academy is the way we have followed the market, but really almost been ahead of it. We've had cryptocurrency education. I remember our first we were introduced to it at the academy back in 2016 is our first curriculum that came out for it. And I've been in the crypto market since 2017.
Okay.
So I mean, it's been a great market, but so many people are just jumping into it now.
Yeah.
But so that's what's pretty cool though, as I was mentioning, is we evolve with the markets. I mean, we have cryptocurrency education. I mean, the crypto market has been pretty. It's been down for a while now, and people that got into it late, they're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still use timing aspects or timing strategies with the cryptocurrency market. So that's a great thing is we innovate with the markets, we evolve with it, and it's not just a strategy that worked 25 years ago when we started. We've been around 25 years now, and having those strategies based on market conditions now, not 20 years ago. Think about a lot of people. I mean, if you're listening right now, you've done some trading investing, you probably read a book, or went on what's even worse, YouTube for different strategies, and these are old strategies. It's like the phrase teaching an old dog a new trick.
Right.
These tricks are the same, right? And these strategies don't work anymore. So that's why we've evolved with the markets. Not only with cryptocurrency, but even with like the Forex market that I was talking about earlier about income strategies. The Forex market is a phenomenal market for an income strategy. You can use small amounts of capital. You actually have 50 to 1 leverage. So let's just say an investor or a trader has $2,000. At 50 to 1 leverage, you can actually control $100,000 in currencies. So it's just a pair of that is trading. We talk about that in these investing classes, and we introduce you to that. So if this is new and you're not understanding it, that's okay.
Yeah. We'll
train you how to do that. It's the first time you've heard it. So the Forex market, great market for cryptocurrency, and that's the dollar, the yen, the Swiss franc, the New Zealand dollar, the euro, the pound. So you're just trading. A chart is a chart, and that's what we train our students is how to read a chart. Once you can do that, you just learn the different leverage with the different assets based off your goal and objective, and then just do what the market tells you to do, not what you're hoping it will do.
Right. No telling how many books have been sold on this. Mm-hmm. And here's I'll tell you, the author's strategy for wealth is for them to sell books.
Yeah,
okay,
you're right. Yeah.
All right. And I mean, with you guys, man, it can be ongoing classes. If you move somewhere, hey, there's probably an online trading academy somewhere near you that you can get back in touch with. So this just makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I've really seen over the years at the academy here, especially locally here in Denver, is we have a huge community of like-minded people, traders and investors that want to be in the market and want to help others as well. We do community events all the time. Matter of fact, I think tomorrow we got a group of people coming in, and they're going to be, I like to say, talking shop. It's actually talking stock, right? So it's just some of the different things we do as a community or as a group, because then you're no longer investing and trading alone, which is, I mean, quite frankly, it's a lonely business. But if you have a group of like-minded people that you can be around,
sure,
people that are doing the same strategy, what everybody's talking about, but also, that will actually help you sharpen your game too. Because if you're talking about, trades and investments and there's other eyes on it, they say, oh, maybe you want to look at this, and maybe this might increase something or do something a little bit differently. So then that way you're making your decisions as a group. So I think it's great having that community, and we have that community all across the country and actually all across the world. So that's what you really need in trading and investing, is that community of traders and investors.
All right. And you mentioned people getting in on the cryptocurrency a little bit late. A lot of times people will come up and they'll go, oh, you should buy this stock. If you're just, everything people are kind of telling you should buy this, it's probably late to get in on that too, isn't it?
You're right. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question, and we haven't prepared this, but I'm going to ask you, who do you think the best trader in the world is? Just take a wild guess. Is it Buffett, or what do you think?
Well, you would sure have to think him. I mean,
you would think him.
Look at the...
It was actually kind of a trick question there. It's actually woulda, coulda, shoulda. And that's kind of what happens is people say, oh, this stock is good or this stock is bad, bad, whatever that may be. But people get in the market and then they say, oh, I wish I would have bought that stock. I could have made a whole bunch of money. I should have done it, right? So it's kind of crazy how that psychology really plays into it as well as when you have other people telling you to do certain things. But if you have a like-minded community like we have at Online Trading Academy, it's no longer woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's here's the investment opportunity. Here's how I'm planning and preparing for it, and then you just let the computer execute it for you. So that way you're not emotional in the markets.
Right. And you just took the word there. That kind of takes the emotional aspect out of this if you've got these patented methods and strategies then.
It really does. I mean, we actually have it's a step-by-step approach to the markets, and it takes the emotion out of it because you're no longer just guessing in the markets. You know where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out, and you know what your profit's going to be or a small loss. So you want to have a small loss or a big winner. So you know all that ahead of time. So we actually have a step-by-step strategy that will actually walk you through it. We've even went a little bit further, as our platform actually will guide you through those steps. So if you don't follow it, if you're a rule breaker, it will tell you did not follow your steps. You did not follow your rules, and then go back a step and fix that, because that's how you get better. But at being able to have something that will guide you through that, we've really seen a lot more consistency and confidence with people getting in the markets, especially if they're brand new, because they're not guessing anymore. They have a strategy and they're walked right through that. So yeah, it takes the emotions out of it.
Sure. For our break, let's remind the folks of the 3-day deep dive class you offered in our first segment.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have the free class that we give tickets away to, but we have a 3-day deep dive into the financial markets. And if you're listening right now and you want to be a trader or investor, or maybe you are trading and investing and looking for more consistency, these 3-day classes are probably just for you. We dive into the markets, how it works, how it functions, all the different assets, and you have 3 full days with us. You can ask questions in there. We actually would have a planning meeting with you prior to then, so that way you're prepared for that class. So let's do this. It's normally $200, Scott. For the radio listeners here today, let's do it for $99.
Okay.
And they can call in for this. And when you call in right now, mention Josh says you have the 3-day deep dive. You can call 888-682-6466, and this is for 2 seats. Most people bring their spouse or significant other. So normally it's $200 for you radio listeners here today. Let's just do that for $99, and that way we can get you started on the right foot. Or if you've been trading, hopefully getting more steps forward and less steps back.
Wow, this is a great deal. I mean, it really is. I mean, you might spend half of that on a book that we were just talking about. All right.
Exactly,
So here you get 3 days,
and you get a lunch with it too. All 3 days.
Lunch. All right. Hey, they're going to feed you too.
Yeah, a lot of people call us the online eating academy, but yeah, we feed you while you're there. I mean, we really prepare you for that because it's such an important aspect of life as your finances, and they don't teach it anywhere else. But yeah, this 3-day course is phenomenal.
All right. Hey, call now. 888-682-6466. Just mentioned Josh said $99 for the 3-day deep dive into the financial markets, and they'll take care of you. We're going to take a quick break, and we're back with more with Josh Lillquist.